Morning.
Good morning, Sue.
How are you? Are you lonely?
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
I'm working off of our old laptop, and it is experiencing a lot of latency. So
Okay.
my apologies if it sounds broken up, but I think from what I experienced yesterday, the camera and the sound come through on your side of the equation relatively well, but all the information that, like your camera and your voice, come to me sporadically. All right, well, I know Karen and Kirsten are probably en route back to San Francisco from visiting Bryn. Sue's here, of course. I haven't received any emails. I'll mind you, I got our email out to you guys a little late. So in any event, we're gonna get it started. It's a long way to say, we're gonna get it started. To get started today, let's come and bring our feet wide to the sides of our mat, with the sides of your feet running parallel to the sides of your mat. Let's take your left hip and push it out and do the same with the right. So we're just basically translating from side to side. And then as you push your left hip out, I want you to bring your left arm up and reach it to the sky. So straight up, and then slowly take it across the midline of the body, and then lengthen out both sides of the body, left and right side, all the way through the rib cage, pulling up, and then release the left, push the right hip out, sweep up the right arm, pull it up to the sky, and then bring it across the midline of the body. And then lengthen both sides of your rib cage. On your exhale, release back down, bring your hands out in front, shoulder height, pull your butt back, keeping your spine long, making sure we're not going into flexion or letting that upper body round in. We're gonna bend through the knees, and then we're gonna basically pull our whole body forward and feel pressurization in the pad of the foot, right by the big toe. And then I want you to draw your butt back till you feel the weight kind of shift into the heels without toppling back, of course. Nice. Now, squat down a little lower, and then squat down a little lower, and pull your belly button into your spine, and then squat down a little lower and raise your arms. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, fold fingertips to the earth, step back your feet to plank pose, pull your hips up and back to down dog, push high into your toes, and then drive your heels to the earth. As you drive heels to the earth, pull your tailbone to the sky. As we elevate through that lower part of our core, the tailbone, our butt, basically, I want you to find length for the spine and also for the neck. And if you're bent through the elbows, try to straighten out the arms. And then take the ball of each big finger and push it into the mat. And then come back to your plank pose. Try to push through the shoulders and elevate the back, and then kind of sink into the shoulders. And then push back up, and then sink back down. So we're just simply moving through the shoulders themselves. Let's hold in the down position, bring our knees down onto the mat, And let's walk our hands back so they're under shoulders. Make sure your hips are positioned over your knees. So they're not back of or forward thereof, just nicely positioned over. And as you separate the knees hip width apart, let your head fall. And then if you can, imagine the string pulling from the center of your spine upward. Hollow out your belly, let the head fall. Try to pull a little higher. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale it, push your chest forward to the ground, proud chest. Pull the back of the head up towards the sky. Hollow out your belly, and then reverse. And reverse. And reverse. Come back to a neutral spine. Elevate both your knees slightly off the earth. Walk your hands out to plank. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Push onto your toes. Drive the heels to the earth. Hold down those heels. Now take your tailbone and pull it to the sky. Come back to your plank. Come down onto your knees. As you walk your hands forward, pull your butt back towards your heels. Let the upper body find length, and let your neck find length. Take a couple breaths and try to sink in through the shoulders. Try to expand through that joint, the range of motion. Focus your mind on your body. That's why we work today. In our body, our goal should be improvement. So use that to govern yourself today. As you walk your hands back under your shoulders, fall, string in the center of your spine, pull into the sky, your belly in. Inhale, exhale, push your chest to the earth. Pull it back up. Come back to neutral. Couch pose. Down dog. Step your feet forward, step them with the side feet. As you inhale, extend the back. As you inhale, keep the back extending, pull the back of the head to the sky. Right. So I want you to kind of lift up and unhinge to the point where you can still touch your mat with your fingertips, but there's no weight bearing. Backwards. Feel the dynamic in the muscles, in the posterior, hands, palms to the shins. As you expand your palm, hold here for a second. Keep your butt right where it is. Bring your hand forward. Arms, stand tall. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release the arms, side body. Pull your shoulders up to the ears. Open the palms to face forward. Push your right hip forward, right hip to the side. Sweep across the midline. Sweep it back down. Left hip out sideways. Left arm to the sky, and then sideways across the midline. And switch. You feel a nice lengthening through your lateral muscle chains. As you extend hands up above head, bring the palms together. Squeeze the palms together, lower them down, shoulder height. Take your right hand and left hand. Put your left hand under. Turn your right hand under. Rotate side, Make sure bending through the elbows. Keep the arms nice and straight. And then center it. So both palms are facing each other right out in front. Turn your palms to open so that the baby fingers are up. Now, the tray's like, you just serve it up. We're serving up a tray. We're going to take this tray and we're going to pull the elbows in the body. Keep them on and start to pull the way through. And open hips to each other. Pull the balls. You want to muscle shoulders actually working. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, pull your back. You move to the weight bearing to the heel. Now, you hold here. I want you to create an isometric activation. Try to turn your heels out of the ball. Take your fingers and do not all the way up as you extend out the arms. Try to elevate up about eye level height. As you inhale, lengthen, and pull the elbows through, palms facing up, and all the way back. We've warmed up those muscles, deep muscle. We reach the fingers, that is. We push the arms straight. We keep the arms and level, and then exhale back through, and then forward, and back, and forward, up, and bend. We're going to lower down, starting into the squat. External rotation, heel, arms extending, butt lowering down. As you inhale, stand tall, and exhale. If we fold down, everything lengthen through your upper body, the back lengthening, back in particular. Bend the knees slightly as you pull your boot back, bearing more. You inhale, extend the spine. And as you exhale, fold. And as you exhale, fold. And as you inhale, your thighs, keep in a position, draw those strong muscles back along. Try to straight this to the knees. Try to be length to the spine and the neck. When someone not muted, please mute, please. Both. As your butt lowers, your arms off your thighs, extend forward the arm. Hold that position. We're going to oscillate up and down, slightly up, slightly lower. Your goal here today is to try to find any degree bend in the. You try to maintain upper. This is really lengthen out a lot of posterior. Not bad. It means these shrank or aren't able to really contract effectively. It's something you need to practice, but if motion you need to change it, you can do a little higher or greater. Sorry, than it. Now, hold. Stand tall. Your hip forward, spine, lengthen the neck, pull back, begin to descend back into your squat. Lower down, keep lowering, and then push fully back up. Steps forward, extend spine and neck. Expand across the chest, make the shoulders wide. Coming down, knees for the knees. Low, low, and then raise, raise, raise. Hands to the sky. Fold halfway forward, sweep the arms back. If your head has fallen off your body, don't let that happen. Neck, back. Take your hands, sweep them forward, arms aiming to the earth, and then bring them all the way forward till the thumbs are able to touch, and sweep all the way back. And then sweep forward. And sweep. And thumb. And as you return the hands back down, stand proud, stand tall. Open the palms to turn away from the side of the body. Keep down. Bring your heart. Step your feet wide. Wide, wide, wide. Want to get some of these inner thigh muscles, feel muscles of the legs working and lengthening. Now, pull your butt back, extend your hands out. Bring fingertip to fingertip, almost like you're holding a globe in between both hands. Push the fingertips and thumbs together. Broaden through the shoulders. So we're not collapsing in, we're broadening, making wide through that shoulder girdle. Now, walk to the orientation weight, which is basically pulling your ass backwards. I like your arm and then rise. Raise the arms. Long the arms to the elbows. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, lower them down, shoulder height. Now, release the hands. Sweep them slowly to the earth. Notice we pause it, have a forward. Dominance of our anterior or front body muscles. Today, I want you to try to focus posterior. Now, our backs, go back, feels the body. Inhale. Now, I'm going to windmill a little bit here. The shoulder joint has lots of mobility, and our arm can move greater through that movement through the shoulder. About trunk rotation. Let's bring the arm up shoulder height on the right side, butt back. That nice weighting. Now, the weight of this exercise is going to be. And I want you to take right and elevate it. Let's shoulder and not arm. I want you to rotate the side and then come back down. It's a completely different exercise if you try to just move your arm. It doesn't really get these core rotational muscles. Now pull your butt back, left side lifts, left rotates to the sky. And then left returns to the earth, right side. As we progress through exercise, most people's bodies like to bring the dominant muscle use back into this exercise, which is basically moving forward. And you will know as we continue to alternate arms and shoulder lifting, you'll know that your body is doing that if you register the weight bearing in the feet. Heavy to the pad of the foot, the big toe, you are forward. Heavy to the heel, you are backwards. That's where we want you to be. Let's do one more time, left side. And as we lower, hands are upon the earth. Let's stretch out the lower back. Let's walk them back and let them fold. And you feel through your low back. It's tough being grammatically correct all the time. Walk the hands back forward, over to our right foot. And you can see pull, different stretch than we're trying right now, but you can do that if you want. Sorry. Walk from the low hands. Toes and ankles. Bend the knees. Keep the knees pushing together. Just sweep the arms to the thigh. Lengthen as you will. Extend the arms. Pull the shoulders straight up as the ears. Step the feet mat apart. That's how you get to look like a tough guy, right? People try to put their chest. So this is kind of like where we get this from. Normal behavior is rounding in. Today we're going to pull up that whole structure, that whole shoulder girdle. Get a different feeling, different activation. Now your thumbs, aim them straight forward and then rotate them as far back as you can. Feel how the muscles of the back kick in and start acting. The scapular muscles, very important for life. Sweep the palms up, shoulder height. Pull the fingertips away from the body, getting all along that chain of muscle right into the shoulders. Let's pull the thumbs back as we broaden through the shoulders. We're going to expand the chest. Now, bring your hands back. Rotate your thumbs out or down. Now, your butt back. Lean in ever so slightly. Again, we're doing rotation with the trunk. Rotate right and come back center and rotate left. Sideways there, just so you can get a perspective of that little bit of lean we need. So we don't want to be vertical when we're doing this. Right, center left, center right. The arms are not the only thing moving here. It's my core rotating. And those rotational muscles are like you exercise right now. Yes, we have our thumbs turned down, inhibit the use of some other muscles. It's all good. Might feel like a little to do it. At least it takes those other muscles that we don't want working right now out of the equation and allows you to practice that trunk rotation. Come back center, flip the palms to face, pull the hands to the sky, arms are long, squat down. Fold in, step back to plank. As you bring your fingers to the floor, or hands to the floor, step back to plank. Pull up and back to down dog. Push hard to the earth. Swing the neck. Force down dog. And try to push through. Which we have the flexibility here to reinforce. You see your head sloping forward. It's not really minimize the upper part of your body, the forearms. Back so your elbow positions lean forward. You have low back issues, and this has kicked it up and made it very like to hollow out your. We're going to hollow and simply belly button upwards the spine. So the heels good. Right. Knees. Check in with the head. If it's off your body, pull it up. Now heels push back the knee. Heels gently lower to the all of the back. If you need to take a break, you remind yourself you have permitted. Knees up. Knees up. Step up to your plank. Hands back under. Pull your hips up. Push high to the toes. And on your tiptoes, walk your feet to your hands. And as the heels reside back to the earth, pull your butt back to give me more weight to the heels. Extend your back and extension and start to unhinge through the hips with the knees relatively straight, just so the fingertips barely touch your mat. They're just touching, just a little bit. Now bend both knees, bring the palms to the shins, right about mid shin. If your shoulders have down, wide, pull the neck long, push the palms to the shins. Keep the palms pushing to the shins, lower your butt. So it's a deep, notice how this on the low back, without this, I'm supporting now. We're gonna add a little more, keep the hands forward, unhinge the body, stand tall, hands to the sky. Great job. As you inhale, extend. As you exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Hips up and back, down dog. Come onto your toes. Keep pulling your tailbone to the sky. Drive your heels to the earth. Hollow out your belly. Keep hollowing it out. Forearms come down. Step your feet back, forward, knee earth. Knees to the earth. Up, earth, downwards. Last time, down, time, up and hold. Come back onto your hands. Take your left foot, lift it. Keep your hips over there. Turn left leg, left. Switch it for the right. Return, switch for left. And switch for right. You notice I'm slowly moving. More focus on muscle recruitment to articulate our joints, not using momentum. Come back to plank. Push your heels towards the earth as you lower your knees slowly to earth. Base to the bottom foot. Pull your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward. Tug of war time. Tailbone pulling opposite fingers and hands. Try not to let your our body do these amazing things. And as we sit sedentary periods of time, body wants a lot of inward rotation. We'll try that a little bit today. Keeping the spine long, neck long, not folding in or rounding in. All right, a nice stretch through our chest as it interacts with our shoulders. Step your hands back, palms wider than shoulder width, wider than. So very slow. And take the right hand, I'm going to reach side, and then left hand back to a same. Take the up, and then lower down. As we continue, we need to take a registration of what's going on with your body. Hands on. Engage body kind of shift in the direction and pull that wasn't before, believe it or not. Most must get printed, the non-phone, where we heard now. Come back on doors so that you don't need to stack over your knees and your shoulders are stacked over your hands. Exercise, take other stabilizers. So take your up beside, that's going to prevent a little instability. So I want muscle recruitment, head just 8 years more to find that to do. Each subsequent movement, ability hit. Retract to the earth, tuck your toes under, hover your knees, and then touch the shoulder of the wrists, and pull with your backwards. Keep this long, pull all the way back, far back as you can, line of your quadriceps knee, and then pull, bringing shoulders forward to wrists, and then pull into a little deeper depth, and here, push your hips up to the sky, legs straighten. Modified down dog, it's in a shorter stance. Pull your tailbone higher to the sky. Walk your feet forward to your hands, both feet with your hands into a flat back. Exhale, hold down. Now, heels and spiral them away. Body. There's no movement, right? Keep them active. Bend both knees. Lower your blow through the heels, rotating them outwards. Sweep your hands to the sky. As you extend, as you exhale, release the arms. This is class. I speak a little more. All right, let's take your right foot, step it forward. Take your left foot, step it back. With hips, right foot, hip width apart. Lean upper body. Now, there's many different ways to do this exercise, but there's only one correct way. But to me, pull it backwards. So it's almost straight. You're going to feel a loading into your posterior chain. You want to focus on that. I'm going to make sure vertical. But we don't lean forward as I am. So I want you to find that happy medium for you. We're not vertical. Not. So that's a next means positive, which means just one knot. Now, your back leg is straight also. Both now turn and fold and back and fold. Try to come a little deep and then return back. Not vertical. Fold in and come back up. If it is burning, you are doing the exercise correctly. Burning, you know where, right? Awesome. Now, bring your upper body slightly, whatever it is. If you're falling, push up. Keep active. Get off feet up into your hips. Keep it. Bring your hands, palms, both hands to the sky. Take your thumbs, rotate them towards each other and down towards the earth. So the palms are facing out. Arms, shoulder height. Right, and back. The palm up. As you exhale, hands over heart, back foot, switch up sides. Right foot steps back for me. Whatever was your opposite, step it back for you. Nice. Activate. Lean in. A little forward, back it off. A little more forward, oops. Back it off. Go forward and back. Not vertical. Arms can be wherever you want. It helps with balance. I like to sweep my body. Just work out, increasing the range of motion. Be confident to do so. If we're not experiencing confidence, that's fine. It's there. Take it. Don't fake it. Try to get a leaper. Little deeper. Little deep. Be vertical. No, sorry. As we come up without vertical, your hand forward. Palms facing. Lean forward. Raise your arms nice and long, not bent through the elbows, straight. Thumbs rotate together and then all the way down. Lower hand for height. Rotate left. Come back center. Rotate left. Come back center. Flip the palms to face. Sweep the hands up. Bring hands over heart. Step the back foot forward. Nice. Great job. Sweep your hands to the sky. Pull your butt back as you fold forward. Step back to plank. Now, watch me shoulder-wise. This is pushing out through your shoulders, and this is sinking into them. I like you to try to sink into your shoulders. Get your scapula a little more active and stable. While you maintain that little sink into your shoulders, you can down and slowly up. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Down dog. We're going to modify a little bit. Take the ball of each big toe and rotate it on mat. More there. And then bend both knees. Work the butt to the sky. And keep lowering, lowering, lowering. And then bring your hips back to the sky. Drive your heels to the earth. Pull your tailbone high to the sky. And then lower both knees. Feel a nice length from the bottom of the foot. Feel a big activation of muscle in the shoulder area. Rise back up to down dog. Come back to your plank. Come down onto your knees. Great job. Woo. Cheers. We're not done. You can smile because we're not done. Come down onto your butt. If you need towel for support for the next 1 hour knees, if you can, we're We're going to dorsiflex 90-degree angle. Have a 90-degree in knees and a degree in our hip flexors. So flexion, flexion, and flexion. Triple flexion. Take your hands up front, shoulder height. Give me a punch forward. Beautiful. We're working back slightly. When we give ourselves a proud chest, that's muscle activation. Keep the chest proud. Hollow out the teeth. Now, from the base of the spine all the way down to the all the way up, look at one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. And the hands. Let's create a little bit of a tug of war. Take those, pull the body along, and do the same with the fingers, but opposite direction. Pull fingers, pull through them to lengthen through the arms. Nice. Now, dorsiflex, 90 degrees in the feet, ankle and there. Hands slowly up, right over your chest. Take your chest, and from the neck, one time, start up. Hollow your tummy. We're going to flexion in the spine, the thoracic, or keep the flexion. You're going to dive the hands. Diving. You're going to come forward. This is a hollow out the tummy. You breath. The opposite came up. Hands are going to reach forward. See the spine. Hollow out. This goes lower down from the tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, and head. Extend the hands all the way back. Pull your toes opposite. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale. Come back to the chest. Nice. Now, pull the knees up and into the chest, and then grab upon the kneecaps or slightly in front and pull in the legs. This is a great stretcher with those muscles. But the irony is that they rarely need stretching. They need because they are in a capacity. When we sit for long periods, they're lengthened out, believe it or not. And bring your forehead to your knees and then rock and roll front to back. Rock up to a sit to the floor. Hands out, frame your legs, and then let's walk. Yes, back. And lengthening. Back. Slowly lower down. Left for your left leg. Opposite your left knee is close together. That left foot, we're going to up on the inside of it by pulling our right leg against our left leg towards the right. The right side. That leg, side body muscles, length. That's great. I like you to float. It's not. So now take your left hand, reach it to the sky, and then a degree angle. You're going to so your fingers structure. Right arm down your body. You should feel nice lengthening through those obliques, and also quadratus is one of them. I'm just name dropping, but I am. And down the side of the leg. Take a deep breath. Release that. Come back up. Right by your right. Take your leg right. Front of knee. You're going to use your left now to pull the right hip off the earth. You should feel release from the side straight up into the air. 40 degrees. I got a bunch of hold long. Nice. Rapid fitness is stretching. It's probably the most important part. Lengthen these side muscles. They basically get abused from next breath is exhale. Pull the knee towards the chest. Favorite John to a seated position. Let's bring your hands over our thank you for joining us. Namaste. Let's check out what's going on. How are you? How are you doing today?
Hello.
Susan, was the audio horrible for you too?
At the beginning, I was
can't hear
hotspotting
you.
on my. Can you hear me now? No. At the beginning, I was hot spotting on my iPad and I couldn't, it was too slow. So I just went on my iPhone, but it was okay.
Yeah, I have an old computer, so its processor is not really up to par. So,
But it was okay. Once I got off my hotspot, because that was too much for it, I was good. I'm just on my iPhone now. And that was fine. It was a good class and there were a couple of good jokes in there. Appreciate them, Sean, even though you're lonely today. What day is Kirsten's birthday?
August 30th.
What day is Kirsten's birthday?
Well, what month is it in?
Tomorrow,
Month
Monday.
of August.
No.
Tomorrow.
No, so
Monday.
it's Wednesday. What is it? No,
Monday.
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
I
No,
don't know. That's why I'm
tomorrow.
asking.
Tomorrow, it's the 30th.
Okay, I don't know. I'm
Today's the
just-
29th.
Yeah, so it's tomorrow.
Okay, so it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, when are you getting home? Or when is she getting home?
She's getting home on Tuesday.
Okay, you have lots of time to prepare.
Yes.
That
Start
was
doing
good. I
dishes
needed that
and all that,
class.
Dishes and laundry. You got to get all that stuff caught up, right?
Oh, that for sure, but never mind that. That's not the important parts. Then it's the surprises.
Oh, well, I already surprised her. So I reached out to Bryn and I Venmoed Bryn money to buy some presents for her because Karen, Rick, and Kirsten were going to see Bryn. And I said, well, it's a good opportunity because they're going up to do a little birthday celebration.
Oh,
So I got Bryn to buy a birthday card and some couple nice blouses.
nice. All right, you're way ahead of me. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
And
thank you
I
for
will
the
do the-
feedback on the audio and I guess the video is a little choppy too. So anyways,
Well, you'll see if you watch it on record, but I was good. After the first 5 minutes, I switched to my iPhone. I was fine. And I think Nancy's there. I see Nancy's iPhone. Is she there? Nancy
she
Rivers?
just dropped off.
But she didn't join in. That's Nancy, our Nancy, my Nancy.
Yep.
Okay. All right, darlings.
All right,
See ya.
bye-bye. Have a good
All right,
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Have a great
Bye.
Sunday,
Bye.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.